If only I had a better countdown. Oh, wait, I do. All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. It is time for Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's pirate Patriot, brought to you in my first attempt to make a comic book. All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It is time for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host with the mostest. I've known by several names. Joe's Atmosphere on YouTube. Twitch, it's Papa Joe Gamer. And in the DCUO world, I'm known as the Privateer. It's good to see you guys. I hope you had a good evening watching the debate. I hope that all of you did watch the debate. That's important. It's important that we stay informed on what our public officials are doing and thinking. Let me know in the chat what you thought of it, if you watched it, that kind of thing. Speaking of the chat, let's check in on him. And of course, we all know he's been having a battle here recently, but we all know who number one was this week.
There are some who call me Tim.
That's right. Tim was the first one in, and he said, of course, I won. He's very competitive. You know that guy. Also, guy that hung out with us last night during our debate coverage, Vince Womack is here. It's good to see you, my brother. And one of our newer people, Chaya Miller, is here. How you doing? It's good to see you, young lady. Okay, boys and girls, let's get into it. I've got to set up the Twitch stream real quick. That's about all I got left to set up. But did you guys watch the debate last night? And I say it's important because, it's very important that the electorate stays informed on what's going on. If you don't watch the news, I understand. Some people don't like the news and stuff, but you have to at least watch your local news. I tell everybody that, all politics are local. So you definitely got to do that. You got to stay informed on what's going on a day-to-day basis where you live. Okay, let's see. It's probably going to tell me to update this thing. Every time I open this thing up, it tells me there's an update. Yeah, sure enough. Let's go ahead and update it real quick. But let's see. We got more comments down here. Everybody's yakking in there. Let's see. They were just talking to each other in the chat. The hostess with the mostest. I appreciate you, Tim and Chaya. Thanks a lot. Tim says that was sad to watch last night. Yeah, the thing that's sad, and I've been saying it for a while. It's almost like elder abuse. What's going on with Joe Biden right now? Really, I hear a lot of the people from his party whining and complaining today about the performance. You know, you need to talk to the first lady and his handlers. Why did they even put him out there? I mean, if they knew this was going to happen, why even do it? Hung out, excuse me, while I whip this out. Okay, Mr. Blazing Saddles. Let's see. Chaya says we did watch the debate. What a KO it was, WWE. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know that it was a KO either. I mean, Trump did well at the beginning. Really, probably the most respectful I've ever seen him in a debate. He was staying right at time. Because we had some. If you watch the coverage, we were timing their responses and stuff, and he was staying right on time and stuff. But you know, when I think it was 45 minutes in, was the first time he was called a felon. Once that happened, the gloves were off, and he just, you know, it turned into the grumpy old men thing, you know, just you know, just throwing slaps at each other, and that's not how you get your point across. But the guy that definitely came out looking the worse for wear in this one was the president. He did not look good. And look, they've got some soul searching to do. Do they want to go ahead and change direction for this next election? They sure were. They strutted Gavin Newsom out early on the pregame. That's for sure. Let's see. Yes, I didn't need to cuddle my plushy bear. I was all ready to feel scared from Creepy Joe. I hear you. I hear you. Let's see. Vince says it was less of a crash than expected, but Joe still Bidened out a couple of times. Yeah, he did. And look, they should have kept that split screen was bad for Joe. He looked like a deer in the headlights most of the night. He really did. And it's a shame. You know, if they knew he was going to be like that, why even put him out there? I just don't understand it. And they remember they asked for this. They wanted to do this. So yeah, it's kind of a strange thing. Maybe they're in denial. Maybe they just don't understand that this man is fading. He's in the twilight of his life, and yeah, I mean, I have a mother that age, and I talk to her early in the day. That's when I talk to her. Okay, I'm not going to talk to her late in the day because she's tired. She is tired that time of day. So, yeah, but I sure hope you watched the debate. If you didn't, go check out my coverage, man. We covered it last night. You know, we did the presidential debate last night over on Rumble and X. So if you'd like to know my commentary on it and everything, go check that out. Of course, Rumble, they had some problems broadcasting last night. Let me tell you, I think they were attacked at one point. The whole thing went down. And then later on, you know, it was spotty. But I think they did an okay job trying to get the word out to the folks. Okay, so I've been doing some work. Let me go ahead and show you what I've been doing. We'll go ahead and show you the time lapse video of the work I've been doing so far, and let's go ahead and put it on the main things I've been working on. It's mostly the privateer and the Royal Fox I've been working on, and we're going to continue our work today there. But yeah, if you didn't get to see the debate, go check that out. it was a lot of fun. We had some good guys on last night. It was good to see Sam Whitfield. Hadn't seen him in a long time. Wookie was on. Of course, I watch Wookie a lot. I like Wookie Be Bad. He's a great guy, and he's been a guest on this channel several times. He's my go-to guy when I really want to do a political show. It's either him or Matt from Small Time Republic that I do political shows with, because some of these guys, man, they're very passionate, and they're kind of like Trump. Once they're triggered, they go off the handle. But I've found that Wookie Be Bad and Matt from Small Time Republic are two guys that are level headed and can talk serious issues and all that stuff. That was their plan, I bet. Make him look bad so they could replace. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that. A lot of people are saying maybe that's what their aim was last night, to throw him under the bus right in front of God and everybody. I don't really know. I'm not sure. Have a lot of people saying he needs to be gone. Yeah, and it's his own party. That's the thing. You would expect the Republicans to be throwing him under the bus today, but it's not. It's his own party. It's very strange. I was watching it on YouTube with the Front Porch Conservative. Okay, I'll have to check that guy out. Is the Front Porch Conservative? I'll have to remember that. Don't think it was a DDoS, denial of service attack. Yeah, they were saying that. The site was just naturally heavy, under heavy load. Yeah, I think a lot of it was probably Tim Pool simulcasting. They're not used to that extra amount of service going through there, By the way, I screwed up. Apparently, I didn't put this. It's going to time out a couple of times. I want to finish showing the video, and then I will change that setting real fast. Let's see. Vince says Rumble did boast that they had record number of viewers. Yes, and we covered that during the show last night too. If you watch my coverage of it with my panel, of course, it's the State of the Atmospheres guys, the regulars. It was Knock, it was Das Wolf, and it was Jed. And then we had Wookie Be Bad and Sam Whitfield. And also for a little bit there at the beginning, we had Nick. I have to thank 32 Flares of Nick Weiser, part of the Dix division that I'm proud to be part of. Yeah, it was good to see him. He was in early too. But what we did during the debate, we tried to fact check. I'm not the greatest with the interwebs, but the guys that are really good at the interwebs, Jed and Wookie, were throwing me stuff from X 100 miles an hour. And after the show, we spent a long time going through it. And yeah, absolutely. Nick Weiser, man. He's one of the greatest. He's from the Chicago area and he's a fantastic guy. I got the privilege of meeting him last year at the Dallas meetup down there, and he is fantastic. Yeah. So anyway, what you're going to see if you go watch the replay, you'll see our instant reaction to what was going on, and you'll see a lot of. We went over a lot of the X traffic last night. Plus, Vince Womack was with us. He sent us a bunch of memes. That was awful cool. Yeah. In the future, Vince, send those through direct messages. My direct messages over there are open, so that way I don't have to go looking, man. Let's see. If you turned last night into a drinking game, you would have one hell of a hangover today. No doubt about it. Oh my God. That was, who was it? Yeah. If you watch Tim Pool's broadcast, which I watched afterwards, they were saying that pregame that they had a website that had rules for a drinking game. How many times he was called a felon, all kinds of stuff, man. It was pretty funny. But, yeah, I enjoyed myself. It was a lot of fun. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to start. I wonder if I can fast forward this at all. It doesn't look like I can. So I'm going to have to stop showing this video. What I'll do is they have a way to show you a 30-second version of it, and I'll do that in the future. I apologize, guys. I had no idea this was going to take this long. But you see the work that I'm working on now. I'm working on Foxy, right? And you remember last week that I went through the whole show and realized at the last second that I was coloring on the ink layer, right? And you don't want to do that. I had to go back and redo all that work. You see here where I'm redoing it there. And I did figure out how to color in different places and stuff. So we've got that going for us. So we're just going to move forward with this and keep chopping it down. I want to make this into a poster that you guys can buy if you want to. Um, and I'm going to do a little bit better about showing you how you can get things like this from me. I don't really have a marketplace, but I do have a website, and I have a way for you to email me. And everything you can get from me is all custom stuff. Me and my wife make it. She makes me hats, privateer hats like this one, things like that. So if you want anything, you just holler at me. I'm gonna keep working on that website and putting up pictures of the stuff, but I don't really know how to do a marketplace on there yet. And I'll figure it out eventually. But let's see. Um, Vince says, "Go looking. It's Gilded and your memes channel." Okay, do I have a memes thing? I set that up so long ago. I don't spend much time on it. And bingo card too, I bet. Yeah, no doubt, right? Um, let's see. For next debate, I'm really gonna need some booze. Yeah, if there's another one, we don't know if there's gonna be another one or not. Okay, so this is done, and there you can see the details a little bit sharper. Um, I'm one of the guys that likes to use hash marks to color things, and you see I'm using yellow for the highlights in her orange slash red fur, right? I lean it towards orange because that's what a fox looks like. It's not actually exactly a red, right? So we're going to continue the work today. First of all, what did we learn last week? Let's make sure we're on ink before we get started. Let's check our pencil, and we're ready to go, man. Ready to go. So I'm trying to do this one character at a time. Um, I think I wanted to do her whiskers next, and I've got whoop whoop. Look at that. What's wrong with that? That would be the wrong color. Okay, got to check everything. I'm gonna get there. One good thing is they keep the colors that you used last in order. So, by the way, if you're wondering, I know Chaya is learning digital art and stuff like that. I really find that these small details in the eyes, and the way I do them is I draw the iris as it's the shading in the iris as bicycle spokes. Of course, you want to mark out your highlight, and then you draw from the center of the pupil out through the edges of the iris, and you make the lines really thick. Right. Well, I wish I could circle on it. Well, maybe I can. Yes, I can. You see my mouse right here. Okay, you want to draw a line here to the center and here to the center. What we're doing is where the outside of the iris actually meets the eyelid, draw you a line there and draw you a line here on either side, but stay away from your highlight. You don't want to do that. And then what you want to do is make them rather thick through here, put them real close together, right? Because that's the eyelid and the eyebrow are causing the light to be shaded up there, right? And as you go down, I'd say do it in just like this where you drew this line, just geometrically mirror it and put it down here, but just put a few lines, see? And that makes it look like it's getting lighter. And then you just put a few ticks in there of the black, and then you do the same with the color. But when you're filling in the color, you want to fully fill in the color all the way down to this bottom third line, right? And then do your little ticks. And that's going to make it look from afar like the light source is correct and everything. So that's my little tip for doing eyes. You'll see that concurrent through all my work. You see the privateer's eye. I've done the same thing here. Okay, that's the way you want to do that. Actually, let's go ahead and switch to color, and let's go ahead and grab that color for that blue. Okay, because I'm seeing here that I didn't do what I just said. You want to bring that out to about here and then fill that in. I messed that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. And actually, this all needs to be filled in too. Why do I? Oh, now why am I doing it this way? I'll tell you why. His eye is kind of at an angle, so you definitely want to show that's a little bit darker there. Okay. So we're going to continue work on her. Let's go ahead and switch back to ink. Let's get the black going. And we're going to just continue drawing her. Now, I wanted to do the whiskers next. Now, what I'm going to have to do is draw these slowly. Hopefully, yep, it's keeping the curve. Now, that one kind of went straight, but that's okay. As long as most of them are curved, that's cool with me. And you've got to draw this slow. If you've been watching me, oh, see, we can't have that. So all you have to do, now let me show you something. You see how it popped it straight? If you just hit the back button once, it'll put it back to the way you drew it. Okay, so that's good enough for me. I think that's a good enough curve. Let's see what's good. Let's see what are they talking about here? Wow. Okay. He says, "Do you even remember you also have a not safe for work channel?" Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that, and I noticed everybody's missing that 70s rock fans one. Start using mine, guys. Go ahead, spread the word, Vince. Tell them to use mine. Let's see, little bit sharper. I'll take something you won't hear them say about Joe Biden for $200, Alex. Listen to you, man. I'm sorry. I'm bad at reading things sometimes. Wednesday, I did post some Sydney Sweeney in there to compensate for lack of State of the Atmosphere stream. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I had to do the coverage last night. I did have to take off Thursday, which meant I had to flip Wednesday. Yeah, there's a few of those in there, man. Let's see. Shia says, "Oh, yeah." Or hey, we're guys. We're gonna be guys, you know. But it says not safe for work, so hey, it's something guys do. It's locker room talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn to draw, but I'm far from detail work like eyes. Yeah, hey man, just practice makes perfect. I'm just showing you little shortcuts, bro. That's all I'm doing. Still on line work, shapes, and perspective. Yeah, you're going to be doing that a while. What I do, what I'm teaching somebody, Vince, is I have them draw a sphere first. And actually, guys, I've been thinking about doing art lessons online. If you're interested in that, email me and we can set something up, man. Let's see. Chaya says, if you are interesting in doing this, will we be coloring the flesh tone in the inner corner? Okay. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure. Wow, you've made so much progress. Thank you. I appreciate it, young lady. Let's see. Laugh out loud. Vince says, laugh out loud memes. No, not safe for work. Yes. I didn't even remember which channels I set up there. I need to do more work on it. I really do. I've done more work on my Discord than my Gilded, and I don't post really naughty stuff. Mine are more classy pics. That's me. I'm more of a Playboy guy instead of Penthouse. Yes, I'm with you, Vince. Absolutely, Mr. Joe. Would you like to give Fox Girl metallic finish disco lips? No. I think she's. Now, I'm trying to make her look like an actual fox. Well, if you look at a fox, they have black gums and black lips. So that's what she's going to have. I'm not trying to make her emo or anything like that. And a lot of people think she looks like, if you've seen the actual picture of her, hang on a second. Let me go back to the gallery. If you've seen her picture, a lot of people think that she looks like Zatanna. And that's That's not what I'm shooting for here. What I'm shooting for with her is to make her, she's from the circus. If you go to my subscribe star, you can actually, for $1 a month, you can read everything that I post on there, all the writings about the privateer and the character list. And you see in her origin story, she grew up in the circus, and that's supposed to be the ringmaster's outfit, kind of like Barnum and Bailey, P.T. Barnum. Yeah, that's where that comes from. The top hat, the epaulets on the jacket, and all that good stuff. Let's see. And Martin is here. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. But anyway, let's see. We're on black. All right. Now let's. Like I said, you can easily just go back. I'll try this again with the next one. I'm trying to put a curve on it, and it popped it straight, right? So all I have to do is hit the back button, and it'll unpop it, right? So if you're drawing slow, you're gonna get it to where you like it. I'm gonna draw that one up a little straighter. We want to put some longs and some shorts in there. Yeah, see, it's popping it straight. So, oh, and it switched. Oh, guess what? See, guys, look at this. What am I missing? It automatically, when you tap that screen, anywhere on that screen, I usually do it by accident on this hand. I don't have my freaking glove. Oh no, I left my glove and I can't get up. So I'm just going to have to be careful today. Um, yep. No matter how soon you get ready for these things, you're never all the way ready, are you? Okay. These things are a little close together. Let's go ahead and spread. And then let's make some of them go down. There we go. Okay. Now we got to do the other side. And let's put some shorter ones in here. Uh-oh. My wife is off today, and she, Foxy, the one I'm drawing, brought me the glove. Yay. I have people that care about me. All right. So let's get to this right here. Oh, let's see. All right. Do a Keanu and use hover hands, right? I can't type. Wow, you can't type. You need a drink of water though. Apparently, need to hydrate. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're talking about Rhonda bringing me my glove. Yes. Oh, she's always thinking about me. She digs me. We dig each other. She is a really cool chick. She really is. Look, guys, when I ran into her, I had just cashed it in with my second wife. I was not looking to get married again, but I couldn't pass her up because she's the perfect woman. That's just all there is to it. Could not pass her up. Oh, nah, that must have been my thumb did that. Started erasing again. Don't erase. I don't want you to erase. Let's make this even now. I want some short hairs here. Don't start in the chat with the short hair talk. Don't do that. Ah, come on. I like it better whenever they keep the curve that I want it on, you know? There you go. See, that one did it. Ah. But yeah, I need to keep this even, don't I? I need to put the same amount of hairs in there. Whiskers, whatever you want to call them. Gotta put them in. Okay. So I'm thinking that looks good. That looks about even. All right. So every once in a while, you want to go ahead and take a look at your sketch layer by itself. So we want to turn this stuff off and take a look and see if there's anything we missed. We'll just look at the black and take a look at it. I'm liking the way this looks. I'm liking the way it looks. Really am. Um. Okay, let's get the color back in there. Now we're going to be working now on some of the more solid things, like her earrings. Now you see over here, they're triquetras. Those of you that have watched like Charmed or anything that has to do with witchcraft, you know you're going to see these things called triquetras. It's the symbol of, I guess, Wiccan. I don't really know. My wife can tell you. She is the magic buff in the house. But what I'll do is I'll draw these with some regular lines and I'll overlap them just to get them the right size and perspective. So as you see, when I was drawing it, it's kind of weird, right? So, and also the perspective is one of them not quite being facing straight at you. It's at an angle. That's why you see this curve is going kind of high up and then low. Some of the curves are going to look a little flatter. It's just a perspective thing. Okay. I'm already seeing where I've screwed up some of this pattern. So I want to fix that here in the inking phase. And then we're going to come back with the eraser and get rid of this. Oh, take it easy now. Let's take a look and see if we can make that syrup a little bit smaller. Grain, render, wet mix, color properties. Maximum size. I've got it on max. Let's bring that down to about 50%. See how that does. Let's see. Because we're doing some fine work here. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Oh. You gotta watch it though. You gotta watch it. We don't want to take too much of that black line away. We still want our lines to be sharp. Now, of course, when you're looking at it this close, it's pixelated to hell and back. And you can set how many pixels your pictures are when you're working on it. You do that in the settings when you get started. I haven't really messed with it. I like what I've got so far. But if you draw back, you can tell that's pretty sharp right there. That looks pretty good. Okay. So let's see. What did he say? A rare view of your wife's hand. Yeah. Good wifey material. Yeah, she's cool, man. She's very cool. I love these kinds of stories. Yeah. Well, thank you. Let's see. So how long will we start hearing about they need to trigger the 25th Amendment? I don't know, man. I don't know. But it was bad at points last night. Laugh out loud. Only Foxy Lady can get away with not shaving. Yeah, right. Hey, man, she's covered in fur. Come on, man. Let's see. The Dems have been waving the 25th Amendment around for quite a while. Yeah. Let's see. But how long, if any, they use it? I don't know. Get ready for some new Democratic candidate, if you know what I mean. Well, they've been talking up Newsom. I mean, I don't think it's an accident that Newsom did an interview, an actual debate with Sean Hannity, because he's a big voice in conservatism. And he did a debate. I don't know if you guys saw it. I want to say it was about 6 months ago. It might have been the end of last year. And Hannity just nuked him. I'm painting now with watercolor. The subject is Continental Army marching down the road in the Pennsylvania countryside with with the fife and drum corps and the American flag. Nice, very cool. She's a furry fox, literally. Yeah, right. And Vince says, I can't remember if I asked this before, but how was the transitions from pencil to tablet, not software wise, just from working? Well, I tell you, Joe is a furry confirmed. No, I don't dress up as a furry. Okay. And guys, it's this simple. Why is my wife's character a fox? Because I think she's a fox. That's the complete reason why I made her a fox. It's not because I'm a furry freak. I just think she's a fox. Anyway, um, let's see. The transition, I'm still learning it, buddy. I'm still learning it. Okay. Uh, in the past, Joe is transitioning. Stop it. Let's see. Martin says, okay, okay. Closet furry. You happy now? What's this? Newsom can't even hold like California together. Yeah, I know. I know. We love it, Chai says. Okay. So the transition has been it's been a learning experience this whole way, brother. It's been a learning experience this whole way. There's a lot now. Most guys that do this use Photoshop. I didn't want to have to take a college course to learn a program. My daughter showed me the ins and outs of this one, and she is my tutor, if you will, on this particular program. It's called Procreate. Uh, hang on one second. I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see. Boom. And if you look it up, good gosh. Let me see. I'll tell you what. I'll just go to the App Store and show you. Procreate is, if you've got iProducts, this is something that you're going to want to use. It's free, and it's spelled just like you know the act itself. But this is the app itself right here, Procreate. Okay, and let me get this to where you guys can see it worth a shit. Oh, sorry. There it is right there. It's called Procreate. And you see it's got 4.5 stars as far as developing things. But you can do a lot of stuff with it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even scratched the surface on this stuff. You see what these guys are doing with it, right? Over there in the video, right? You can do all kinds of stuff with this thing. Okay. Hang on. Let's see. Let's watch the video real quick and you'll see. I'd like to know how they did that. I love that one right there. That portrait. That's very cool. But you can do all kinds of stuff. You see what they're doing? A gradient library. They're grabbing something, moving it around in there. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with Procreate. Okay. So, and once again, the thing I really dig about it is it makes videos of your stuff. Now, I'm sure there's some kind of online tutorial for Procreate. I just haven't looked it up yet. I'm just, I'm learning as I go. So the transition, it's been fun, but it's been a learning experience. I've had to do a lot of double work, like I did last week when I forgot about changing my palettes and all that stuff. So, but that's something that you have to learn as you go with anything. But anyway, yeah, the transition, and like this glove right here that I've got. Okay, let me show you this. One of the guys watching my stream, I can't even remember who it was now, but this particular one, I think Rhonda got through Prime. It's called Arctica, right? And it's just a glove that keeps you from touching the screen. When you do touch the screen, it doesn't register that you're touching it. So, you can lay your hand right on it like this and keep working, right? Because if you do it with your regular hand, it's going to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's been, I wouldn't say it's a struggle. I'll tell you that, Vince. I wouldn't say it's a struggle. I would say that it's a learning curve, and I think I'm doing okay with it. I just need to make myself a mental checklist of what I need to set before I even get started. And that's with any kind of artwork, really. You've got to have a regime of the steps you want to go through to achieve your goals. Let's see. Yeah, this thing's pretty thick. All right. So this, okay. Let's try and use the bucket thing. Let's see if that'll work this time. Yep. Yep. Now, well. Okay, I don't need to use it there, but I can just stick it in here. Stick it in there. Now here, we're going to have light on the outside, I think, here. So let's draw a line here. Oh, wait. Now, before you go back to drawing, you got to turn that off, right? Okay, so then let's put a line in here. And then we're going to go back, grab that again, and just, here. There we go. Be sure to turn it off before you start drawing again. Then we're going to put lines in there to shade it. And these are silver earrings, so I don't have to really color. Don't have to. I do have a gray I could use on the color side. Let's take a look at that. You guys tell me what it's going to look like. Let's get rid of the sketch side, right? Okay. So you see I did the same thing over here. Inside the earring, I didn't want to mess around with it, but you see what I did here on that one. The outside's got lines on it, right? And part of the reason why I made it black in here is because that is on the other side of her neck, and that's the deep color in the hair. Okay, that's going to be a deep shade in the hair. I guess I could throw some orange in there in spots, but I think that's good right there. You got to remember, people are going to be seeing it from here, right? So, okay, so what we want to do, this is what I want to see, guys. Let's see if we want to use the grayscale that I came up with for some of the black. Okay. Let's see if we want to use that. Let's make sure we're on color. And let's see how that'll look with that silver in there. And we need to change pencils to syrup if we're going to color, right? Oh, shit. Just take it easy, Joe. Just dab, 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 dab. Okay. So take a look at that there. What do you think? Do you think it looks better with just lines, or does it look better with the gray? Let's draw back a little bit. Oops, hang on. I just tapped it with my finger. What do you think? Gray in the color side or just lines? I'm thinking the gray looks pretty good. I don't know. Let's see. What's going on here? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I got a little busy there. Procreate Q.Berry.White, no doubt. Adobe does not cater to artists like drawers, painters, only photographers. Yeah, this seems to be something better than that. You can actually create videos with this and everything. And there are far better programs out there. Yes. The time lapse is a cool feature. I love it. Transition has been fun. Joe 2024. That's it. Click me out of context, you goofs. Go for it. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Biden, 1924. Let's go. It's good to see you. Awesome one. Let's see. This thing is pretty thick. That is what she said. Guys, you can't let it go. Did she, Tim? Yeah. Thinking of getting a cheaper graphic tablet, not a screen tablet, because I'm burning through paper just drawing circles. Yeah, you could do that. It just depends on what you want to do. I like the physical media. The sketch that I did, it has gone to the framer and it's being framed right now. And we're gonna have the pencil sketch up in our house in our living room. But I just take a picture of that and I can do this to it too. You can have the best of both worlds. Christian, it's good to see you. No problem, man. I hate to hear your truck broke down. Let's see. If you use a lavender with a touch of sienna for reflecting light, that would look good. This is now you got to remember this is comic book stuff. We want to keep the colors pretty much at I don't think I need to get into that much of it. I mean, for silver in a comic book, you just want to keep it black and white, really. I think. 42 minutes in as of this post. I don't know what that means, but okay. We bought an XP pen for our daughter, and she loves it. Really? Okay. Very cool. Tony the Tiger, it's great. Awesome one says. Nice. Would it be gray when flames are directly in front of it? Yeah, well, you're right. But, you know, I, I'm actually just overlapping these guys. They're actually individual pictures. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's a good question, though. Yeah. But anyway, let's see what else we got here. Everybody's talking. Ba 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 ba. Doing a graphite transfer for my drawing onto the watercolor paper. Yeah, I hear you. Absolutely. Look, every great piece of artwork starts with a sketch. You've got to know how to sketch. You do. 42 is the answer to everything. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yes, absolutely. I forgot about that, man. I forgot about that. So what do you think? You think that gray looks good? I like it. I think we're gonna put that in there. And that's going to be our last move for today. I really think that looks good. But I hope you guys are enjoying hanging out with me while I do my work. Uh, really, I started this as a way to copyright my character, really. Um, but it's turned into something much more than that. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching. Let's see. We want to go ahead and get this other one in. Yeah, I think that's going to look cool. I like that. Now, if you wanted to show like a reflection of the fire, I haven't. Yeah, I guess I did come up with a fire color, huh? Whoop. Well, shit, Joe. What are you doing? Uh, yeah, there it is. Okay. I guess I could. Let's try this. Let's get off of that. Back over to Bakersville, and maybe put some yellow on it. Nah, that's too much. I think we're getting too much detail in something that's going to be very small in the scope of things, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. All right, boys and girls, that's where we're at for this week. Hang on, let me show you this feature real quick before we get out of here. Time lapse recording. Okay, time lapse recording. Export time lapse video. Watch this. You hit that, and you can pick full length or 30 seconds. So I pick 30 seconds. And I guess that's what I need to do before the show from now on. Is make a quick 30-second video, right? It's exporting. And what it's doing is it's sending it straight to my camera roll. Okay. And you just hit save video. And we're done with that for today. And then you go to your camera roll. Where is my camera roll? I don't use my pad too much. I use my phone more. And there it is right there. And it'll show in 30 seconds. See? There it goes. Zip, 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 zip. It's got the super speed on. You can see all my progress I've done so far in 30 seconds. Whip, 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 whip. It's coming along, guys. It's coming along. I'm liking the way it's looking. And like I said, this is going to end up being probably the probably an alternate cover to no, not an alternate cover. Whenever I get the first 3 issues done, that's the first part of it, and then I figure if you guys haven't heard it before, what I'm planning on doing is 3 20-page chapters a year, and then the last quarter of the year I'll put out a graphic novel, a bound collection of it, and this is what the cover of that will be. I think for the first year is this portrait. The family. This is my family portrait. I've been doing this. I've been wanting to do this family portrait for a long time, and I finally did it, and I think it's cool. Let's see. Shia says, "Yeah, super fun." Tim says something very small. That is what she said. Of course she did, Tim. Of course she did. Like I said, that feature is cool. Yes, it is. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Let me let you guys know what's going on with the channel. First of all, something I need to get better at. I've got to show you guys where you can support the channel away from here if you so choose. First of all, go visit joesatmosphere.com. This is my website. It's got, if you want to learn more about me and my history and stuff like that, it's all here. I know it's a cheap GoDaddy site, but hey, it's all I can afford right now. If things blow up for me, it'll get better. But you'll see the video that I put up on my YouTube page about what's going on with the channel, right? And then you'll see a bunch of other stuff. Some of my portraits I've done, some of the work I did in nightclubs, and with Mardi Gras stuff that I've done. That is at the time the 5 over here is the 5 Star Trek commanders. That's my buddy Randy, right, standing right next to it. He was the lieutenant of that float, and that was the major piece I put on the back of my first float design. You guys can go check that out at joesatmosphere.com whenever you feel like, and I'll put the URL in the chat real quick. Definitely go check that out, and it's been there for a while, but I just don't promote it as much as I should. But the most important thing I want you to see is I've got my schedule for my streaming is down here and all the channels it's on, because I don't just go to YouTube. I go to the big green play button and Elon's place and all that stuff. This is the kind of marketplace I'm trying to come up with. I'm still playing with that. Some of the samples of stuff my wife can make for you, things like that. And commissions are open. If they're ever not, you'll see that on the bottom. And this is how you get a hold of me, right down here. That's my business email. You can talk to me through that. And of course, all these GoDaddy sites have that little message thing on the bottom. So definitely go check that out when you have time. Also, if you want to see what's going on with the channel and the art that I've already done on the comic book, you can go to my Subscribe Star. For the Royal Fox membership is $1. You can read everything. The origin stories of all the characters are on here. That kind of thing. The script for the comic books is on here. You can read all of that with the $1 and the $5 monthly thing. And you don't have to do it for every month. You can just do it for 1 month and check things out. The artwork is all under the $5 one, right? So you'll find out things. This is all stuff that I've already plotted, pages I've already plotted, ready to ink. That's the portrait itself. And you'll see posts about my shows too, and commission stuff I've done, right? For instance, like this picture right here, the woman wanted this guy's face, right? But he wanted this hairstyle, right? So I had to meld the two together and put his lady in there, right? So that kind of thing. You'll see about where I work and things like that. They did a profile on me on their I think Facebook page. So yeah, definitely go check that out. You'll see all the artwork I've done and all the stories that I've written for these guys that I'm ready to publish. Now, I've got a lot of other writings, but this is all behind the scenes of the stuff that I'm working on now. And that's on my Subscribe Star page. Let me put that one in there for you guys too. And so, there's several ways you can support the channel if you want, if you so choose. I hope you're enjoying everything I'm doing. Right now, let's go ahead and let you guys know what's going on with the channel this week. I'm trying to cut down on how much I talk about here at the end of the show, so I'm actually making videos and stuff. This is this week's video for what's going on the channel. If you missed any of these shows, just check it out. Check out the replays on my YouTube page. But the debate was on the big green play button, so go check that out there and X. So that's everything for this week we had. And don't forget, tonight on Pop Culture Minefield, you can check out John, Gaming Night with John. They're still doing the entire series, the Telltale series of The Walking Dead. It's 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And also other appearances I have, Pop Culture Minefield, once again, Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. They're going to be doing Soldier, starring Kurt Russell. It's one of the cooler sci-fi things, man. You need to check that out. That's a great old movie. That's at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. Ryan Rogers of Thay will be bringing you Wrestling Monday Nitrous at 3 p.m. Central Time on his channel. And I think they're talking ECW this week. We'll see. That comes your way at 3 p.m. Central Time on Ryan Rogers of Thay's channel. And then it's Only Talk and Roll. I haven't been there for a couple of weeks. I've been busy with commissions, so I don't really know what he's covering this week. But his show is on religiously at 4 p.m. Central Time every Monday afternoon on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And my streaming is going to start this week with a little bit of some a guilty pleasure of mine. It's an anime game where I get to beat the clothes off of my enemies. If you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, this is like the anime version of that. It's a lot of fun, man. It's pretty cool. It's edited for Sony has edited it because it's got a lot of nudity in it, and it's a Japanese game. So come check it out Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time when I start my streaming week on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. Let's check in on the chat one more time before we get out of here. Chai says, wrapping it up. Yes, I try to keep this to an hour so I can replay it. Cheerios, guys and gals. See you next time, and stay nerdy, everybody. Bye. That's Vince. Yes, very cool. And then I think 70s takes next Monday off. He could be. But that's when his show is regularly on. And Beat the Clothes Off, that's dirty. Well, you'd have to come watch it. It's funny, actually. It's pretty fun. But guys, I want to thank you for being here. Visit the website, visit my Subscribe Star, see if you want to get involved and support the channel. And it would help if I turned off that thumbnail, wouldn't it? I want you guys to take it easy, and thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting me. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.